I've driven, actually, funny enough, in different cars, but I've also driven, funny enough, in motorhome a couple of times.
Really? An RV?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
In an RV.
Do you...
and I had this funny thing that happened where I rented... I rented a couple of RVs here in Los Angeles, and I was living up in the hills at the time. And,
right.
And,
why did you rent a couple?
No, at different times.
Oh, right, I see. I thought it was like for you...
A convoy.
So anyway, you rented two RVs?
I rented one RV.
Right, okay, one.
And I was driving down, you know, and it's a big RV with a huge front window and everything else. And I had just finished doing a pretty high-profile movie that had come out. And,
what?
And I can't remember what it was, because I've gone a couple of times.
Yeah. Was it Stargate? Maybe it was Stargate.
It might have been.
Yeah,
but
that's
anyway,
a great movie,
I'd done... I guess so, yeah.
And, no, it is. It's awesome.
Anyway,
sorry.
I'd done this movie, had come out and everything, and I wanted to take a break, and I was headed back east. So this story is so anticlimactic, really. What the hell?
Maybe you're on the right show for that.
We might get through the segment, actually, before I get to the end of the story.
You'll be all right.
Anyway, so I get in the RV, and I get the kids in there, and we get everything packed in. And this is a huge, you know, it's like 32 feet or something. It's a big...
Lord, it's enormous.
No, it's a big RV.
It's a rock and roll bus.
It's a rock and roll bus.
Right.
And a huge front window.
You said that before.
Yeah.
Is it
and both times.
Wow.
Big front window.
Right.
Anyway, so I'm just thinking in terms of, you know, I'm going to hit the freeway. And so I'm thinking, you know, just the route I would always take at that time, at the house I lived in at that time, to go to the freeway was just sort of down the hill and head off, you know, go to the gas station and head off. And I headed down the hill to head off, and I'm getting everything sort of set, and the kids are in the back, and everything is fine.
Big window?
Big window.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I find myself, I realize I've driven right down into the center of Beverly Hills.
Oh.
And I'm driving along, and in Beverly Hills, there's always, you know, just sort of traffic. You're stopped at a stop sign, a stoplight, or something. And there's always tourists in Beverly Hills with their cameras and so on and so forth.
Right.
And no one could have cared less. They couldn't have cared less. But the point was, I found myself at a stoplight, and all of a sudden I'm noticing, and people are turning around, sort of looking in this big window.
Maybe they thought it was for the movie. What was the movie? Stargate.
Stargate.
Right. So they...
Thank God you're here to help with the story.
No, this is
really
what I do.
Thank you.
So maybe they thought it was like that scene in Stargate that was deleted when the RV came back from the ancient Egyptian planet.
It could be, thank God.
Yeah, no, it's all right.
It was exactly
You're wearing
that.
stripy and I'm...